15 and a half minutes after 7 o'clock. Good morning to you wherever you are. Guess what? If you are still feeling the pangs of anxiety as it relates to the Reggae Boys qualification for the World Cup, we did not make the automatic qualifications. We are now into the playoff phase. The announcements were just made a short while ago, and we have drawn New Caledonia. And so Jamaica must defeat New Caledonia and then go on to defeating the Democratic Republic of the Congo in order to make it to World Cup next year. Will it happen? That is to be seen. Of course, the first order of business for the Jamaica Football Federation is to appoint a new technical director or coach or whatever, head coach, manager, whatever you want to call it, or is it an entire management team? That is to be seen. But of course, you know, we kind of feel as if, you know, coming out of mind? No, not really. Not really. A lot of names have been thrown about.
Send us some names in the chat. Let me know who you guys think should be appointed the coach of the new coach or new technical director of the Reggae Boys.
Them have a provoked Tapper, and true Tapper love the program, and know them are try, you know. Speed. They might.
Cavaliers.
I mean, a lot of people are saying. We must look in the direction of Phoenix.
Yeah, rise from the ashes.
That might be a Phoenix rising from the ashes, but you know, indeed, I think the aim is to make it home and get across the line to the World Cup. Speaking of making it home, we're welcoming back in the wake of Hurricane Melissa. Well, thousands of families have suffered damage to their homes and their livelihoods in keeping with the Prime Minister's National Recovery Directive. The National Housing Trust, the NHT, has activated a comprehensive package of support measures to assist affected NHT contributors and mortgagors in rebuilding their homes and rebuilding their lives. And so here with us in our segment that we absolutely love, it's called Homing It. We have, of course, the one and only Dwayne Burbick, the Assistant General Manager for Corporate Communication and Public Affairs at NHT. Burbs,
good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Dennis.
I know a lot of people.
You like getting up early in the morning and coming to stuff like this? I can see it in your face.
It's been years.
Oh my God, when will this end? But I love the fact that, you know, we get up, we rise and shine, and we do what we're supposed to because we have people who are depending on us. Indeed. Now, I know the NHT at this time, oh my God, inundated with requests. So much to do because so many people have lost the thing that so many Jamaicans, you know, associate with accomplishment, arriving, you know, elevating ourselves or homes. Talk to me about what it has been like at the NHT so far, and what is it that you're planning to do in this regard?
Okay, it's a little sad. I've not gone underground myself, but I hear people who go say the pictures don't even tell the story.
They don't.
So it's been that period of course, seeing how best we can assist, immediately going to work in terms of what is in the NHT's toolkit that we can pull out. We've had the experience of Hurricane Peril last year, which allowed the NHT to put forward at that time a set of measures that the data indicates that it supported our contributors and our mortgages at that particular time.
Right.
So we're not considering reinventing the wheel, but we're putting some more force and more strength behind some of those programs as it relates to increased loan amounts, more in terms of grants. For example, last year we did a hurricane relief loan of, I believe, 1.5 or 2.5 million. This year we're at 3.5 because, of course, we realize the damage is more. We did grants last year of $300,000. This year we're at 500. But the primary thing we want our customers and our mortgagors, especially those who service their mortgage at the NHT, to do at this time is to activate our comprehensive homeowners policy.
Yeah.
So your monthly mortgage payment from the NHT is a combination of the principal, the amount you borrowed, the interest, and of course we've included life insurance and peril insurance in that mortgage payment on a monthly basis. So in the event of a disaster like we are experiencing now with Hurricane Melissa, Or mortgagors, those are the individuals who service their mortgage directly at the NHT. They can put in applications, they're covered. Yeah. They can put in applications for their peril insurance claims. So that's what we want them to do at this time, yes. To do the necessary assessments of the damage. And that's a hard ask, even though some people at this time may still be wondering, how am I going to sleep comfortably tonight?
Because we incidentally, and how serendipitous this is, we spoke about peril insurance earlier in Money Masterclass.
Yes.
And I said, wow, just right on time. So what does your peril insurance cover in terms of for mortgages at the NHT? Because we learned that there are floods, there might be hurricanes, fire, wind. What do yours cover, and where are they to look in the contract exactly, Dwayne, to see? Because sometimes, you know, the contract is just, it's a whole page, a lot of pages. Where can we look to see for what we're covered? And when we're making this assessment, how do I put it into the NHT to say, this is the damage that I have endured?
Okay, so we simplified ours. It's about 3 or 4 pages at most, and we make it a public document. So it's on our website, nht.gov.jm. You can always go and look at what the coverage, what's the policy coverage. But the main things are covered under our peril insurance arrangements: hurricanes, earthquakes, fires, flooding, theft. The main things that are features of Caribbean living, the main things that we get to contend with, those are covered underneath our peril insurance arrangements. So as part of the application process, we've put on our website, nht.gov.jm, the application form that is required, and we've also put some supporting documents that are required to have a successful claim. Firstly, we want to ensure that you capture the damage. It can't be, house did blow off and there's no proof that the house was blown off. So we ask people to document pictures, even if you didn't, during or immediately after. The debris that's still there, that can be part of your claim. So document, take pictures, and nothing fancy. Just take out the phone and take picture of everything where you see damage. In addition to that, we want you to get an estimate. So it's not your thought process as to how much it will take you to get back to your previous state.
There's a trained person who
There's a trained individual who must provide an estimate. So firstly, it starts with you engaging the requisite service professional. So if it's your roof, someone who has the experience and the training there to give you an estimate, and you bring that along with your supporting documentation, your completed application form to the NHT. Then we engage our assessment team now to go and actually look at the damage, compare what we're seeing with what the estimate is also saying.
We do have a list of documents that on the screen there, so persons can, you know, just do a quick screenshot of your screen if you're on a device, or take a picture of the television if you're watching.
And nht.gov.jm has that checklist and the application form as well.
You know, just thinking, coming out of a previous conversation that we had earlier today, talking about prefabricated housing, for instance, if persons, it would hurt. I can't imagine, because of the excitement that one feels when they home it with the NHT. I can't imagine what it feels. I'm almost emotional just thinking about it right now, to see that my house, when we go through NHT with them, I get my mortgage and it mash up. And to think now I have to go through it again, but because I'm still paying a mortgage. I still have that mortgage to pay. I'm thinking, for instance, if somebody wants to say, I'm going to drop a prefabricated house on this thing, are there any ways, because, and then I heard
transfer the mortgage,
3.9 million, is there a way that you can say, look, because I'm thinking it's not like I'm purchasing a house on the open market. I'm purchasing something and I'm putting it down on the ground. Is there any way that NHT would facilitate that?
The Prime Minister spoke yesterday in a press briefing about a type of a more immediate response to the housing needs on the ground, and the NHT is a part of that response. So we are in the process of identifying, I think we're beyond identifying an alternative building system that we think can work. And next step is, I believe, procurement now to get some of those. And yes, the NHT is looking into that, Dennis, in terms of what can be done immediately.
Where, Kadena, it might be a case of myself, you know somebody in country who does not have a home right now. And we might say, look here, I'm going to go to the NHT. I'm going to try to take one out for them and drop something there, because I know it can be done in hours. They can no longer be homeless. Within hours, I've cured this homelessness.
Definitely, and the approach we're looking at is not just the NHT contributor and the NHT mortgager. Some of the units that are being procured will, of course, go towards the social housing program. So it's not just for the individual who has the ability to buy or can identify someone to provide financial support that we're looking at. We're also looking at some individuals who just can't. They couldn't before, but they may do with, the ingenuity and the strength of that Jamaican spirit. You buy 100 black, you throw your partner, that's the reality of some people, and they've built that, in some instances, multi-generational home over time. And so doesn't necessarily have the fiscal space to take on alone. And so we're looking at deploying some of those units through some of the social arms of government that can get the support to the individuals who won't be able to purchase, but of course giving some priority, of course, to our mortgagers on the ground who are impacted as well, and our contributors.
In terms of those mortgagers, Dwayne, obviously some persons, their homes are totally lost, devastated, totally gone. Is there any moratorium or any kind of break? Because like, oh God, I'm paying this mortgage.
The last time I think about is
mortgage. I don't even,
mortgage for what?
For what? Me never, they don't wear.
Like,
mortgage
in the
for
grand
outside,
scheme of things,
I don't.
I'm busy trying to collect care packages.
Yeah.
You're preempting my home series.
Oh my God.
Let me give you this. Let me give you the preview. We'll talk about the moratorium in a little bit more detail next week.
Fine.
Automatic, just for the record, just putting it out there. There's an automatic 6-month moratorium that the NHT is providing to individuals in the 7 most affected parishes, and I'll tell you more about that next week.
Okay.
Sounds great.
I like it. So Peril Insurance, get your documents together, take your photos. When is the submission deadline? Is there a deadline?
So Peril Insurance submission claims are generally governed by the terms of the policy, and the policy says within 45 days of the disaster. I see your face. December 12 would be it. But NHT, given what NHT is,
that is it.
That hearing institution, we went back to our policy insurers and
legal department.
And our business as usual.
Truly.
And so we had that conversation, and we got an additional 30 days extension. So we're looking now at January 15. And what we are also mobilizing our team to do at the NHT is to go on the ground in some of the worst affected areas.
Because some people are still without connection,
to assist,
no phone,
to assist mortgagors in submitting these peril insurance claims and just applications for the general suite of relief initiatives. So we have our social workers, our social development department, going through our schemes, trying to find out how were you impacted, what kind of support do you need. And we also have our operations, our branch teams who are going to the contributors and the customers with some of these forms and some of these documents, because as you said, they probably can't print, can't download anything. But to physically walk with them and help them to fill out the forms.
And also, I may not have the state of mind or presence of mind to be filling out forms. Something that may seem so simple to us, who are not as affected. To somebody down there, I'm still reeling, I'm still grieving, I'm still not even probably accepting that I'm homeless yet. You know what I mean? I can't fill out no form. So I'm very happy about that as well, that kind of help will be provided for them.
Indeed.
Absolutely amazing.
So January 15, submit those peril insurance claims.
Please do. All right, guys. Maybe I'm going to invite Dwayne and his team on my relief effort to come down to Westmoreland, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And have your people there, get persons who may need help from the NHT in terms of their peril insurance to come out and
we need that coordination. We need that coordination.
Make it happen. Make the link.
Believe in Berbick. That's what I'm saying.
Believe in Berbick.
Believe
Campaign
in Berbick.
25. Berbick for president.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, you got a home, you got a home. We all got a house. Courtesy of the NHT, we're all home in it. But that's it. But like house business, no.
No,
House
man, trust me.
listen. Owning your home is such a big part of being Jamaican, people of the Negroid race. We've been through so much. When you're owning like a piece of place, you know what I mean? There's nothing like it. Help is on the way, and the NHT is going to help us to home it. Thank you so much, Dwayne, for breaking down the peril insurance so clearly. Homeowners, now you know what peril insurance is and how it works.
To go about starting out your own.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you would have had until December 15th, then give till January. Which means that, look here, the date isn't January 15. Don't wait until January 14 and you have these long, and you no. Start from now. Get it in from now, please.
Love it, love it. And we know that you'll be looking forward to hearing more from Dwayne Berbick and the other persons from the NHT each week during their Home It series. So please don't go anywhere else. Just come right here to Sunrise to get all the pertinent information. Contact the NHT should you have any questions or need more information on any of the facilities that they have discussed or will be discussing throughout the entire series. Remember, you can call their toll-free line at 1-888-CALL-NHT. That's 1-888-225-5648 or email them at wecare@nht.gov.jm. Also, Dennis, they have prize. They never have prize. Head on over to the NHT's Instagram page at National Housing Trust and answer this question for a chance to win a prize. The question is, what is the purpose of NHT's peril insurance? Mr. Berbick just articulated same. Go on over their page and answer it. What is the purpose of NHT's peril insurance? All right, let's take a break and go on reminisce upon the house. And guys, everybody this morning, go in front of the house and take a picture, please, just in case. So you have everything.
Yes.
You understand? Take a
before.
A before. Okay. Have it in your phone. All right, good. We're going to take the break and we'll be right back. More Sunrise right after this.